to officiate today's event.
Good afternoon, Irene, Muchuma, back at Broadcasting House. We're live from the Kenyatta International Convention Center. Of course, from yesterday, there has been a display, an exhibition of innovations. From what you can see behind there, the Jamhuri Tech and Innovation Summit happening right here at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. You'll remember from yesterday, the Cabinet Secretary for ICT, Irene, was here gracing the event and, of course, talked about digitizing government services and why it is important for service delivery in the country. The theme of tomorrow's Jamhuri Day celebrations will be themed around ICT and the digital economy, one of President Ruto's key flagship projects that he says will obviously change the fortunes of the economy. Now, anytime from around 2 p.m. or 3, we'll be expecting the arrival of President Dr. William Samoei Ruto ahead of tomorrow's Jamhuri Day celebrations. You will remember the aspect of ICT and encompassing it into the economy through digital economy is one of his promises throughout the campaign and even now when he is president, and that is why he made a whole ministry to be under the ICT and digital economy, now led by Eliud Owalo. So inside there is just a display of different innovations by different innovators. And Irene, Muchuma, some of the innovators, listening to them, much of what they're saying is government has not invested enough in innovations across the country, but also equally that even when innovations have been very painstaking process of coming up with an innovation, then the uptake by government is quite different or none at all. And therefore, again, as government troops here, one of the biggest challenges that lay ahead of them is how to uptake these innovations to cure Kenyan problems that have existed for quite some time. And you'll remember then the following disruptions probably brought about by the pandemic, for example, the COVID-19, and then the issues we continue to experience like climate change. It is very important that then government resorts to non-traditional ways of resolving some of the disruptions brought about by the pandemic or the climate change, and therefore it will call upon the government now to uptake these innovations as a way of, first of all, solving the problems that bedevil Kenya, but most importantly also in terms of empowering Kenya and her people economically. And that's the theme of tomorrow's Jamhuri Day celebrations happening right at the Uhuru Gardens, where Kenyans will be trooping there to celebrate the Jamhuri Day celebrations, and the theme is around ICT and digital economy. So this afternoon, we expect President Dr. William Samoei Ruto and his deputy, and of course troops from government, to be making their way here, obviously, to just look at some of the innovations and then lead the country throughout this week as we talk about ICT and digital economy. For now, I want to hand you back to Irene Muchuma at Broadcasting House. Once the President arrives, we'll switch the program back to KICC.
A Tech and Innovation Summit underway at the Kenyatta International Conference Center in the county of Nairobi. John Jacob Courier reporting live from the KICC. This in line with the digital economy, which will also be coined during the celebrations tomorrow for the Jamhuri Day celebrations. And this afternoon, we're expecting Interior PS also to address the media on preparations ahead of tomorrow's event, which will take place at the Uhuru Park grounds. Now to other news. Cotton farmers in Busia County are appealing to the national government to implement policies that will boost the cultivation of BT cotton across the country for commercial purposes. The farmers claim the price valuation was low, and despite producing cotton on large scales, there isn't a sufficient market for the produce.
The Kenyan government aims to increase its commercial production of GMO cotton and targets to involve over 200,000 farmers. The move aims to boost cotton production from the current 20,000 to 200,000 bales this year. The country has a demand of 38,000 tons of cotton but produces only 5,300 tons. The deficit is imported from its neighboring countries. With the controlled farming of GMO cotton approved after successful field trials, the production is still low. Large-scale cotton farmers are now appealing to the government to boost BT cotton cultivation and offer incentives to farmers across the country to increase production. A large-scale cotton grower, Nyapara, says that he currently produces cotton on a 50-acre land. However, the greatest challenge he is facing is marketing and pricing.
Nasema hivi kwa upande ya ukulima ya pamba na soya beans na ndengu. Imetusaidia sana, imetuokoa. Sasa hatuna chochote. Tunaenda kuilima kwa hiyo shamba, tunapata pesa, tunaenda kununua kitu yenye hatuna kwa nyumba.
Busia was growing a lot of cotton, tons and tons and tons of cotton. And one of the challenges which I've understood because of marketing and pricing, cotton is a very expensive thing to grow and you need to have money.
The farmers have also appealed for financial support to enable them to cultivate cotton on a large scale. For Lunchtime News, I am Teresa Mutai.
Narok County government has been urged to collaborate with the national government and the Kenya Wildlife Service in conserving the vast Maasai Mara Game Reserve. This has been necessitated by rising cases of extinction of wild animal species in the game reserve, often associated with poaching, illegal logging, and human-wildlife conflicts.
Speaking during a change of guard of rangers who transitioned into the National Police Reservist in Narok County, the Interior Principal Secretary Dr. Raymond Omolo said that beefing up security around the game reserve is critical in conserving wildlife, with poachers and game park invaders being warned of dire consequences.
The national government heeds the clarion call by the governor of the county of Narok to enhance its security coverage of the Mara Reserve by converting county rangers to national police reservists.
Mipango hii ya NPR, this should be a model ambaye tutambia other counties to come and borrow a leaf from county government of Narok.
The PS further said that the government will be looking into streamlining the medical insurance to ensure proper remuneration and housing of the game rangers, noting that this is a direct impact on wildlife conservation.
Promotion, marketing, and development of products, new products.
The locals were further called upon to be crusaders of wildlife conservation and shun away from cattle rustling.
Na tumeendelea kuangalia mambo yetu ya usalama. Hapa hatuna mambo ya cattle rustling. Sisi tuliwacha hiyo, sasa tunachunga tourism wetu.
The new unit is expected to curb poaching, illegal logging, and matters of human-wildlife conflict, among other evils, under the command of the Office of the County Police Commander. Frederick Parsayo, reporting for Lunchtime News.
You're watching the Lunchtime News. We are taking a short commercial break. We'll be back with more news, including sports. Stay with us.
KBC Board of Directors, Management and Staff wishes all our esteemed listeners, viewers and clients a happy Jamhuri Day. As we honor the struggles of many brave hearts who fought for the country's freedom, let us strive to make our nation peaceful and prosperous. May God bless Kenya. Happy Jamhuri Day.
Nairu ukwe maskini lakini ukwe mzima. Ukiwa na health mzuri, shukuru Mungu.
Some of them don't even understand the kind of sickness that they are suffering from. But thank you because through Mama here, we have seen the hand of God.
Nashukuru
nilitibiwa, sasa naendelea kupona.
Lakini mlisupport, nikaweza kupona, sasa niko na raha. Mungu awabariki.
Nilikava kabisa, niko na furaha sana. The only show that is transforming lives. Mungu akubariki na Mungu akuzidishie.
Thank you for keeping it KBC Channel 1. You're watching the Lunchtime News. Welcome back. Kenyans have been urged to extend a helping hand to those in need in the society. Speaking during the crowning of 4 philanthropists in Nairobi, Bishop Eugene Kavune, the chair of International Gospel Ministries, said service to humanity is an outstanding gesture of love which people must continuously embrace, especially now that so many Kenyans are going through a tough time.
It was Song and Dance Saturday in Nairobi as 4 women were crowned the best and conferred with honor degrees for service to humanity in the country.
Ni kusema kila mtu anapaswa kuwa missionary. Unaweza kuwa una PhD
because you can have a PhD.
Lakini wewe ni mlevi.
But you are drunk.
Wewe ni msherati.
You are immoral.
Wewe ni mwizi.
You are thief.
Wewe unachukua bibi ya mwingine.
You are taking someone's husband.
Hawezi pata hiyo honorary doctorate degree.
Among those who are honored are first Governor of Nyeri's spouse, Margaret Karungaru, who has done tremendous work to transform the lives of many people from the vulnerable families in Nyeri County and beyond.
Is to take care of anybody else you find that needs need. Yeah? However that person is, whether it is rich or poor, because even a rich one, you can find that she is very sick and she needs your help.
The work we are doing here is mainly to serve the Kenyans in general, the needy children, the orphans, the widows. We have reached out to the widows and we are reaching out to the pastors, and we would like everyone in Kenya to join with us. This honorary degree is not for me, it's for everyone that is involved.
The media shy Margaret says she was shocked to be invited for the awards because she does her work in secrecy, only expecting a reward from God.
We had locals who are not high in society at all, but they knew once they homed in our home, you get food and you get shelter and you get clothes. And I think that came from my upbringing, that all of us are equal, and status is just a state of the mind. It is a state of the mind, and you should help anybody in your community that you are able to reach out to.
The philanthropists have called on more Kenyans to join the bandwagon as harsh economic times continue to take a toll on many human beings. Ruth Wamboi for Lunchtime News.
A couple in the county of Nakuru is celebrating 50 years of marriage after tying the knot in 1972. David Kinyanjui Macharia, aged 78 years, and his 74-year-old wife, Rosemary, are attributing their long-lasting union to a great understanding and willingness to apologize whenever either is wrong. They have termed money wars and conflicting roles as the biggest threat to modern marriage.
While the rings on the fingers of David Kinyanjui and his wife Rosemary symbolize their commitment to being beside each other until the end of time, they also serve as a reminder that their marriage has lasted the test of time.
In absolute fidelity, love.
Congregants are gathered at All Saints ACK Section 58 Parish in Nakuru to witness the renewal of their vows after tying the knot on the 9th of December 1972. Beautiful melodies have filled the church as the congregants await their arrival. The couple that has since been blessed with 3 children and 6 grandchildren walk down the aisle amid music and admiration from the congregants. Bishop Joseph Muchai, who is presiding over the ceremony, raised the renewal vows and the couple in turn recites them.
As the rings never end, so my love will be never ending.
As precious as the gold it is made from, so precious you are to me.
Rosemary has termed her husband as a considerate man who never hesitates to apologize whenever he is wrong.
Marriage, ikiwa ime break, ni two animals which were together. They have been separated. The enemy will now be able to be creeping this one. Na hana mtu wa kumsaidia. Fight it together.
The couple maintains that if a marriage is to last, the two in union should embrace each other even when situations change.
Hata kukiwa na shida hizi za nyumbani ni kuvumiliana, kwa sababu mwanadamu ana makosa yake, na makosa hayo akiendelea nayo mambo mengine huharibika, lakini sameheane.
Na ile kitu ambayo hujapitia experience yake huwezi kaelewa. Mtu ambaye hajapitia kwa ndoa hawezi akaelewa changamoto za ndoa. Na kwa hivyo ni uzuri waache kujitegemea na watafute ushauri.
Rosemary feels that the mistake couple today make is focusing only on the financial aspect of marriage while neglecting the social and emotional part of the union.
They did not sweep things under the carpet. So they spoke about things as they come. So that meant that their conflicts were not out of things that have simmered over time.
Tukiwa wadogo tunaona kama marriage haiwezi make, tunachoka mapema. Hata saa hii kuna they are wondering how 50 years. Wengine tuko na 10, 20 years. Na bado watu wamechoka. Lakini sasa leo tumetiwa nguvu.
Haya mambo unaona mengi ya watu wanauana katika ndoa ni kwa sababu watu wengi hawana mambo ya kuvumilia. Hawana mambo ya kuweka tahamaki katika ndoa zao ili waweze kuziweka joto. Kwa hivyo tungependa sana kuomba watu wawe watu wa kuvumilia.
Nancy Okware, Lunchtime News.
And time for us to get sporty. It was all song and dance as Morocco became the first African country to qualify for the semi-finals of a FIFA World Cup after 1-0 win over Portugal at the Altumana Stadium last night. Elsewhere, French fans believe that their team will retain the trophy following a 2-1 win over England at the Albert Stadium. Daniel Wakome has the reports.
What a day and what some history has been made as the Iberian Peninsula has been conquered by Morocco. Spain at the quarterfinals and at the round of 16. And Yusuf En-Nesyri in the 42nd minute scoring the one goal that has sent Morocco to the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. The first time that an African team is doing it. And everyone shouting Dima Maghrebia.
Always Morocco. We can. Yes, we can. And we will be the first African Arabic team that win the cup, inshallah.
Then you can hear them celebrate. And just take a look at the back there. The dancing is unstoppable.
Airport this way! Airport this way! Airport this way! Airport this way! Cristiano, bella ciao, bella ciao! Bella ciao, bella ciao!
Where is Cristiano? Where is Cristiano? Kenya.
Airport! Airport this way! Airport this way! Airport this way! Marruecos!
Where is Ronaldo?
Go!
Where is Ronaldo?
Hey!
Where is Ronaldo?
Wait! No, just take a look at this. Everyone thinks I have Cristiano Ronaldo with me.
I want to ask you, please. Where is Ronaldo?
Where is
he?
Where?
Yeah.
Where? He's here. Cristiano! Africa deserves its World
I just find Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in Nairobi.
Kenyan people, thank you so much for your support. We are Africans. We made Africa proud today. We made Africa proud. Thank you for your support. And we know all Africans, they were supporting us today. Thank you so much.
Yes, let me leave you with the sights and sounds of the Lunchtime Stadium. Africa.
Daniel Wahome having the best part of this football in Qatar, right from Doha. We have come to the end of Channel 1 Lunchtime News on the 11th in the month of December 2022, when a Tech and Innovation Summit is underway at the KICC in the county of Nairobi. John Jacob Kuria is on that beat. This as we expect President William Ruto to interact with participants at the event, including the global tech companies. And it's also coming a day to the Jamhuri Day celebrations, which is coined around digital economy. Thank you so much for your feedback on our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1. For more details on Just Aired News and many more, do log on to www.kbc.co.ke. My name is Irene. Muchuma Odim. On sign language interpretation is Lensa Odinga. Good afternoon.
Coming on the left foot with that height. Oh, it's gone into the net. It has. Youssef El-Nesri using his height to advantage here. A ball that looked like a loose ball in that box. It started in the midfield, but now he's involved in it. And then a left foot cross from the left side. And then there is one defender trying to go for it as well. But that height of Youssef El-Nesri has the littlest of nicest of touches. Glancing downwards, that beats the goalkeeper and beats the defender. It goes into the net, Jacob.
Well, he outjumped David Costa in that Portuguese goal. And that's a beautiful goal for sure. Ronaldo cannot believe it on the bench there.
Feel the excitement. Relish every moment. Get 1.5 GB at 50 bob. Valid for 3 hours. Furahia futa. Dial *544#. Make chaguo smarter na Airtel, the most affordable network.
Barabara kabisa mtazamaji wa runinga ya KBC Channel 1 mahali popote ulipo. Ni furaha iliyoje wakati sawa na huu tunapokutana kwenye kipindi Sanaa ya Kiswahili moja kwa moja kutoka shule ya Lenana hapa jijini Nairobi almaarufu Changes. Siku zote msikilizaji, mtazamaji, Waswahili husema cha uvundo hakiliki, lakini hapa Lenana leo hakuna uvundo, chalika. Karibu, jina langu naitwa Rashid Momkondo.
Karibu mtazamaji katika kipindi chako kipendacho Sanaa ya Kiswahili, na leo tupo maskani ya Changes, ukipenda Lenana School. Hapa katika maskani haya ndipo tumepokea burudani aina yake. Lakini kumbuka, katika utangulizi siku zote wanakuambia Waswahili, elimu ni taa, gizani uzagaa. Lazima tusafiri hadi tamati tuweze kuburudika pamoja. Jina langu ni M Mathias Momanyi.
Kumbuka mtazamaji, Sanaa ya Kiswahili inakutoa maskani na kukuleta darasani. Ni mengi ambayo tumekuandalia. Kipindi hiki kina sehemu 3. Sehemu ya kwanza mtazamaji ni kipaji changu,
nayo sehemu ya pili utakuwa unaingia kwenye bunge la mwanafunzi hapo baadaye. Lakini hatupo peke yetu, wapo majaji hawa tutasikiliza sauti zao. Tuanze nao, mabinti wanasema ladies first.
Jina langu Binti Makena, mwalimu wa Kiswahili hapa Lenana. Karibu sana tuweze kukitukuza Kiswahili, lugha yetu ashirafu.
Mashallah, asante sana. Upande ule mwingine yupo ustad, mzee wa kazi kwako.
Asante. Jina langu ni Andrew Watuha. Mimi ni mhadhiri katika chuo kikuu cha Nairobi. Ninafundisha Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo karibuni.
Bila shaka mtazamaji, baada ya kupata wasilisho hilo la kwanza, bila kupoteza nukta, sekunde wala dakika, kwa sasa tutaweza kupata wimbo wa taifa letu la Kenya kutoka kwa wanafunzi wa shule ya upili ya Lenana almaarufu Changes, na vile vile pia tutaweza kupata wimbo wa shule yao. Wanafunzi, kazi kwenu. Na barabara kabisa mtazamaji, baada ya kuweza kupata wimbo tanashati wa taifa na vile vile pia wimbo wa shule ya upili ya Lenana almaarufu Changes, unajua nilipokuwa nasikiza huu wimbo kidogo nianze kunengua kiuno, nikatafakari kwamba kumbe wimbo wa taifa watu hawanengui kiuno. Lakini yote tisa mtazamaji, mkoko kwanza ndo unaalika maua, na kwa sasa ni sehemu yetu ya kwanza ya kipindi Sanaa ya Kiswahili ambacho ni kipaji changu. Hapa mtazamaji tutaweza kujua vipaji vya wanafunzi, utangazaji, uimbaji na uchoraji. Mtazamaji, kwa nini tuandike na mate ilhali wino upo?
Mpenzi mtazamaji, ni runinga ya KBC, sauti ikiwa na mtoto chipukizi, mtoto wa mama. Na basi jina langu ni Ruto Albert, mwanafunzi katika shule ya upili ya Lenana kidato cha 4 ja. Na basi barabara kabisa, ahlan wa sahlan, ikiwa ni wakati mwingine ambapo tumekita kambi katika shule ya upili ya Lenana basi kuletea matangazo. Na basi kama ilivyo ada na desturi yalivyoamba wahenga kuwa mbiu ya mgambo ikilia kuna jambo, na basi wacha tuone tu kama tutadhibitisha maneno ya wahenga. Na basi sina budi la kupeleka moja kwa moja pale uwanjani Stamford Bridge, ambapo mwana Chelsea atakuwa anapambana ana na timu ya Liverpool, ama ukipenda kwa jina la utani wanajiita the Reds. Na basi kama ikiwa na adina desturi, mwana Chelsea akiwa nyumbani anavalia jezi samawi iliyokoleza kaptura samawi, soksi nyeusi yenye michirizi meupe na stoki nyeupe. Hawa ni wachezaji wa wakufunzi wake Graham Potter. Upande yule mwingine wa Liverpool, kama ilivyo ada na desturi yao, wakiwa ugenini wanavalia jezi nyekundu, soksi nyeupe yenye michirizi ya manjano, stoki nyeupe. Na basi karibu mpenzi mtazamaji, nikiwa nakupa lineup ya timu zote mbili, nikianza na Chelsea akiwa nyumbani uwanja almaarufu na ubeba mashabiki takriban 1060. Atakuwa anaanza ngoma taratibu mwana Chelsea katikati mwa uwanja. Anapiga pasi taratibu kumtafuta kijana muite N'Golo Kante, kifaru huyu. Anapiga pasi pambizoni kushoto kumtafuta kijana nambari 2 mgongoni Reece James. Wanapanda Chelsea kwenye kisanduku la Liverpool, lakini anakataa katakata Liverpool. Anaanza ngoma nyuma taratibu, anajibu kwa kichwa Trent Alexander-Arnold, anapiga pasi kumtafuta kijana Robertson. Robertson anabadilisha mitabendi kulia kumtafuta Thiago Silva. Kijana huyu anabimbirika, anamumunika, anapiga pasi pambizoni kushoto kumtafuta kijana Mo Salah. Kijana Misri huyu